Hello and welcome to the 2024 U.S. Open, brought to you by the American Catch Wrestling Association. We're here in beautiful Brea, California, in the lovely region of Southern California. And if you're a fan or even brand new to the sport of catch wrestling, you're in for a real treat. This is a high-paced wrestling style of combat sport that dates back well over 100 years. Let's watch this brief explanation of the rules with the Executive Director, Josh Barnett.
The three ways to win in modern catch wrestling are: number one, submission. Number two, the pin.
Nice pressure, beautiful.
Number three, by points or criteria. This is high-paced, action-packed. You do not want to miss out on this.
And let's get to this finals action.
Here we go.
Our first match with the red anklet. We've got Davis from CMMA. And in the blue shoes, we've got Deshazier from the Warhammers. I'm sorry, that's the Warbringers. So Daniel Deshazier was the 2024 Bill Farrell Memorial Champion at 57 kilos. He's a two-time Division II National Championship for the University of Nebraska, Kearney. He was a three-time D2 All-American and trains out of Minnesota. Storm Wrestling Club. There he goes with the takedown. And they're back up. He's facing Cody Davis. He was the former LFA Featherweight Champion. He was a 2023 U.S. Open runner-up, and he's a multiple-time catch wrestling tournament winner. He's really been spending a lot of his time in MMA with California Mixed Martial Arts. Both of these gentlemen are very strong in their wrestling. And Deshazier looks for that front headlock. And Davis takes his own shot and gives up another takedown. And they're back up on their feet. Cody Davis doesn't seem to give up any caution with respect to Deshazier's wrestling pedigree. He's right in there working for his inside tie, looking for his own takedowns. Oh, and he's in on that single. Nice counter by Davis. And his feet back to the mat. You would think that Deshazier would be a considerable favorite in the wrestling portion of this match on the stand-up, being a two-time national champion in D2. That's a pretty high standard pedigree there. You've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the match. Oh, Davis goes in for a shot, looks for a peek out, and they're back on their feet. It's great wrestling. What I tell you is, Cody Davis doesn't feel anything about Daniel's wrestling pedigree. He's in there after it. Looks like we had a clashing of the heads for an injury time. Looks like we're back in and ready for the action. We've got 2:20 left. The score is 4-2 in favor of blue, Deshazier. They both got that over and under. Oh, oh boy, what a nice duck under. Oh, right to his back. And again, very different in the catch wrestling style of competition. There are pins, different from jiu-jitsu or UWW grappling. And look at Cody Davis with the Granby roll right in and right back on the attack. Blue's got to wrestle in. And we'll bring him back to the center. The score is 6-3 in favor of blue with 1 minute left. Cody's going to need to make something happen here pretty quick. He doesn't have a lot of time. Still definitely very much in this match. He's working that collar tie. Good movement.
Short time. 6-3.
So about 30 seconds to make something happen. He's really running out of it. Okay. And he takes a poor shot. Daniel takes advantage of it. And looks like he's got that front headlock on pretty good and might just ride this out. Oh, and non-stop action all the way to the final whistle. Wow, and look at that. With that front headlock roll. And that's going to do it for our first bout. Winner by 6-3, Daniel Deshazier of the Warbringers. Okay, and let's get into our next match. We've got at 154 pounds, that's 70 kilos, in the singlet and the red ankle band, Johnny Robles from CMMA and UWF USA, facing a teammate, Drake Flores, also from CMMA. So Robles in the singlet is the returning national champion. Oh, you got Flores hitting with a shot. Robles counters. Oh, he takes the roll and ends up giving up 2 on that. That's 2 points for Flores with the takedown, and it looks like he's trying to sink in the legs. Looking a little bit high. Need to fix his hips a bit. Oh, look at this. And Robles and Flores back onto their feet with the 1-point escape. Nice low level single. He comes out the back and puts him right on his back. Robles, like I said, is the returning champion at 154. He is the Clinch FC Bantamweight Champion and also the High Rollers Wrestling Tournament Champion. Flores is a returning runner-up in California. Look at this. Oh, with the crotch rope. Or the reverse gut right to his back. And, oh, and he gets the fall. And there you have it. Johnny Robles with the fall is going to be your returning two-time national champion. Great job, both athletes, and congratulations. And here we go. The whistle blown, moving into our third match. 163 pounds, 74 kilos. You got Tsvertomir Todorov with the red anklet on, no shirt. First, Brian Scambler from Toro Tech. These guys are looking pretty strong. Todorov for the Warbringers is the 2023 Snake Pit World Champion runner-up over in England. He's right in on the shot. It looks like he got a caution. Wait for the whistle. Oh, look at that. Nice underhook to the snap down. Oh, he's going for the 10-finger choke. And pushes him off of the mat. Scambler is definitely bringing the action. It's 1 minute into the match, no score. Todorov with a... Both these guys are really banging the head, heavy hands. Look at that. Shoots that outside single, gets caught up in that front headlock. Oh, right to a choke. It's deep on there. Oh, and look at that. Nice action on both men's part. Scambler moves to the choke, and Todorov takes him out of it with it. Again with the heavy hands, trying to win that hand fight. Both men very aggressive with the collar ties and the over tie. Take the action back to the center. Oh! With the headlock. Todorov tries to roll through and doesn't get it. Looks like he got the 2-point takedown for Scambler. Oh, he got a 3. I'm sorry, he gets a 3 for the throw. So that's one of the special things about catch wrestling with the amplitude bonus points. They really like to award the athletes for that extra effort. And they start in a traditional folk style restart. And a 1-point escape for Todorov. Again, boy, these athletes are really aggressive with those collar ties. And oh, and Todorov jumps right into that guillotine, and Scambler says he's not having it. Goes to that Kimura. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough room, and we're going to have a restart. I believe both men on their feet. So halfway through the bout, the score is 5-2. Scambler in on the shot. Todorov counters that. Oh, wow. It's in a bad spot here. He's got full mount and looking for the fall. And he gets the fall at 2 minutes, 44 seconds into the match. And that's going to do it with your new 163-pound national champion.
Winner by pinfall and 163-pound national champion, Tsvertomir Todorov.
And moving right along, right into our next match, we have the 174-pound weight class. That's 79 kilos. We have a national championship on the line. We've got Jacob Rosales with the red anklet on, no shirt. He's matched up with, Jacob Rosales is from CSW. And he's going up against, Sergio, looking for that knee tap. Really nicely done. Sergio Guerrera representing the Den. For those of you who are familiar with the submission wrestling world, CSW is headed by Eric Paulson. Oh, look at that. Right into the knee bar and a quick finish to this match. And again, Jacob Rosales, representing CSW, gets the knee bar finish. And he is your new U.S. Open champion. And there you have Eric Paulson right there, one of the pioneers of the sport. Great job. And we're moving it right along into our fifth match of the finals. We've got the 190-pound championship, the 86 kilo, against Roman Loya from Sigma Wrestling Club. Roman is wearing the singlet, the white shoes, and he is versing, he just did a big takedown on Kevin Kleinsheim from Texas Catch Wrestling Club. And Kevin is trying to work on a knee bar underneath. It looks like Loya has got heavy pressure on him, is going to be able to counter that. And they roll out of bounds and we'll get a fresh start. Loya is the red with the 3 points for the big takedown. He got those bonus points on that. And he rolls right into headlock position. Kevin from Texas is a game player. He gave up the big takedown, but now he's on top. Hasn't been awarded the points yet. And loses that scramble. He's working the traditional cradle. Look at that. Far side cradle. Looks like he might be scooping it. Oh, and he goes with the roll. Wow. He goes with the roll and he gets him in the traditional cradle. We're not sure. There we go. And Kevin gets out of it, but he puts himself in another bad position. It's a north-south. And he gives up the pin. And that's going to be it for your 190-pound championship. Roman Loya of Sigma Wrestling Club is going to take the championship on that.
Winner by pinfall, your 190-pound national champion.
Congratulations, Roman Loya. Okay, and we are moving into our 214-pound weight class, the 97 kilos. One of the crowd favorites today, Brett Farr of the Warbringers versus Boran Ramirez from the UFC gym, Huntington Beach. Farr's in the red. Ramirez is in the blue. Ramirez has the white rash guard with the red dot on the back and the blue shorts. Brett Farr is a two-time snake pit world catch wrestling champion, again, over in England, one of the premier catch wrestling events in the world. He's also a 2017 NCAA Division I runner-up. That was an amazing match against Jaden Cox, who would go on to take third in the Olympics, his first time competing internationally. So that was a big deal. So he's got about as good a wrestling pedigree as it's going to come. And Ramirez, again, that's the great thing about the catch wrestling style. It's very wrestling centric, and Farr gets a very solid double leg takedown, but Ramirez still fighting for it. But again, as I was saying, the catch wrestling style brings in all types of grappling athletes. You've got MMA fighters, you've got traditional wrestlers from folk style, freestyle, Greco-Roman. Then you've got your submission wrestling or combat athletes. And Farr's looking for a pin. Jiu-jitsu players, grappling players. Oh, he's in that arm triangle, and it looks tight. He might get... He's looking for both the pin and the submission. And he gets the pin. And that's going to finish that 214-pound weight class. Brett Farr is your 2024 U.S. Open champion.
214-pound national champion, Brett Farr.
And let's just take a moment, because we're moving into our final match of the 214-pound plus, the 97 kilos to unlimited match. But before that match, we just want to take a moment and acknowledge our women grapplers, because they deserve to be highlighted as well. We had A-Line David from CMMA, who was the champion over Adarina Rosales from CSW. Both are very accomplished women. Rosales was the 2024 Spring Open champion and is an LFA fighter. And at 152 pounds to unlimited, 69 kilos to unlimited, we had Elizabeth Carrillo as a winner. She was a 2024 3C2A runner-up at 148 pounds from Mount Sac. She was a 2023 ACWA U.S. Open third place finisher and a 2024 runner-up, and she defeated Leslie Silva. And let's get into this final super heavyweight match. We have Kyle Ferreira from 10th Planet, Colorado Springs. He's in the blue. He's facing Spencer Smith from CMMA, who is in the red anklet, wearing the gold shorts with the blue rash guard. Kyle was a 2023 American Catch Wrestling U.S. Open runner-up. He's been in these finals before and fell a little short the last time. He's a 2024 Fight to Win Colorado Absolute and Heavyweight Champion. So he's seen a lot of competition, and he's versing Spencer Smith, again, a phenomenal fighter out of CMMA, California Mixed Martial Arts, headed up by Chad George. Oh, look at that. He's trying to crank down on that arm, but to no avail, and they're back to the middle. Spencer is a one-time ACWA tournament champion. He wrestled for college and is currently a pro MMA fighter. I mean, and it's really something. You notice the size difference between these two guys. Kyle is considerably heavier, but he moves like a light guy, and that's something that you noticed a lot in the last, I would say, 10 years of college wrestling. Heavyweight wrestling used to be all just pushing around, and these guys started learning to move like smaller guys. And then I don't know if it was just a learning to, but were forced to because of the level of competition. Heavy collar ties. Very good movement. Kyle again is representing 10th Planet, Colorado Springs, which 10th Planet in general isn't really known for their wrestling. They're more of a fight you from the guard. Kyle's showing a whole different look on that, and his wrestling is actually pretty substantial. And again, Spencer Smith from CMMA. CMMA, these guys are known for being one of the premier MMA academies. Nice attempt for a snatch single. One of the premier MMA academies in Southern California, which is a hotbed of MMA, always has been. So they'll fight you from everywhere. They'll fight you from the feet. They look for the takedown, and try to get top control. And looking to win every position. Kyle's really working that hand fight, the 2-on-1, the near wrist. This is the second time he's gone for that. He really looks to put that flex on the elbow. It's hard to submit a guy from there. I mean, it may be a different thing from the super heavyweight side of things, but we're 4 minutes into this match. There's still no score. Both men are pushing. Kyle's got that cross wrist and a collar tie. Spencer counters that with a cross. That's an interesting thing about these heavyweight matches. The score may not reflect it, but there's a lot of action going on, and both of these men are really fighting for it. And case in point, Kyle is feigning the double, doesn't take the shot, and it's understandable because neither of these guys want to get under the other, right? You take a bad shot or even a good shot, and you got 200 pounds, 214 pounds plus on top of you, and that's something to really deal with. It's a different in the mechanics of how you wrestle at this weight. But these guys are definitely being very active and working. Neither is giving up position in any of these ties. The hand fighting is very, very active. And the time is dwindling away. We're down to just a handful of seconds. And Kyle really turns it up. And he looks like he's trying to take this right at the end. He's got that front headlock position, is looking, and they're out of bounds.
Good job, man.
And that's the end of regulation time.
Good job.
Both these gentlemen have been extremely active. I mean, the referee flips a coin and red wins the toss. He chooses the down position. So Spencer needs to escape. And Kyle, again, is not moving like a man of his size. He's trying to throw in the legs. Oh, look at this. He gives up the reversal. 2 points for Spencer Smith. There's only seconds left in this match. Spencer just needs to hold on here. He's got a 2-point advantage. Less than 20 seconds to go. He sinks in that eye ride and oh, but look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Kyle is thrown in the Kimura and he takes the Kimura all the way to the submission. Holy cow. There would be less than 2 seconds left on the clock. Wow, what a way to take the win for that. Well, that was just about as good as it gets for a grappling competition. We were here with the 2024 U.S. Open, brought to you by the American Catch Wrestling Association, ACWA. Make sure to go onto their socials, find out where those events are near you. If you're a competitor or just a spectator, lover of the grappling sport, these are the events that you'll want to be at. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on the Movement Channel and the Grappling Network.